Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this Dollar Tree haul. Dollar Tree hauls are, gosh, probably my favorite videos to do. And the Dollar Tree stores are my favorite stores to shop in. So let's just jump into it. I think settle back with a beverage because I have quite a bit of stuff. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anyone. But there's a little bit of everything in this haul. So I think it's going to please all of you. And not just crafting supplies, but also, health and beauty. Not too much health and beauty, though. A couple even food items, gift bags, characters, like Stitch and Garfield and those types of things. So, yeah. So, and if you would... please hit that like button for me. That really helps the algorithm. Thank you. And if you'll watch and comment, that'd be fabulous. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload a new video and all the things. All right, let's get into it. So this is a new Power Stick for Her hand soap. Now, it doesn't have to be just for her, but that's the brand, Power Stick. These products are very well made, in my opinion. This is a 12 fluid ounce bottle for only $1.25. I'm not sponsored by Dollar Tree. I wish I was. But it says rosemary romance, notes of rosemary, eucalyptus, and white musk. So I don't even think that's necessarily... Let me smell this because... Oh, I like that. It's very refreshing. It could be for either men or women. I usually put these in my bathrooms in the house. They're cruelty-free, dye-free, paraben-free, vegan, all the things. And I love these. Some people like things that are made in the U.S. It's made in the USA. Yeah. So I think this is a great deal. If we like this scent, I'll buy more of them because for $1.25, I don't think you can beat that. So anyway, all right. Couple other little things I have shown, I think the pink ones before. These are in the baby section, but I like to use them for free gifts for people who order from Etsy or in my kits that I sell, things like that. But you get 8 organza bags in each one. They have pink and they have blue, and sometimes I've just seen like a kind of a cream colored one, so it varies. But a lot of times they have the pink and the blue in the baby section just for like baby shower, little gifty items and things like that. So these are a good deal in my opinion. So I pick those up from time to time. Now I have been doing some organization. I need to do more. But this time of year when the school supplies are out, you can get these little containers, sometimes with 3 of them, for $1.50 now. They're Sure Fresh containers. I love these, not for food, but I use them all around the craft room and my other spaces. So, and I thought this was a fun new color, kind of this citrusy, I don't know what you'd call this color, and I don't need to know. My friend who collects my colors, that's fine. Citrine. I don't know what to call it, but anyway, so there are 3 in here, as I said. They're just great little containers. They even will hold a deck of cards. They won't hold flashcards. I have a set of flashcards here. They're too big for that. They probably say the measurements. No, they don't. Let's just measure it for you quick. So it's about 3 by 4-ish. So that's, they're just tiny. I love these for travel. They stay really tightly on with these 2 side flaps. I don't think you'd want to put a lot of liquid in them because they're not, totally spill proof. But I take them on travel trips all the time because I just, I always like to have a little extra container for like, anything, earrings, little lip balms, whatever. But yeah, so I guess I spent too long on those. Sorry. This is gonna be a longer video. Oh, all right. And then I bought like 4 of these because they had plenty. These are for food storage. It's saying fridge storage bin with lid, but I'm using them for crafting. I already have 3 of them on my desk, my table here beside me. I don't think I can do 4. They will like topple over. So I'll put this one in another room. But just make sure you get the lid when you buy these. The lids were separate like this. And if you didn't know better, I mean, maybe some people don't care about the lid, but I think even if you didn't want the lid for covering this, the lid would be nice for other little things. So So for the price of $1.50, you do get the lid. So get that lid. You could use it. I was just thinking of using it for like painting, put little paint items, and then it would be, I don't know. Anyway, 1,000 uses for the lid, but they do stack once you have that lid on there. And these are 9 by 6 by 3. So a pretty good size. And I like that they're see-through because then you can know instantly what's inside. Now, I am obsessed with Stitch. Our son lives in Hawaii. So I started collecting like Hawaiian stuff because I always make travel journals when we go out to see him. And these are, again, food storage containers. These are little, for, probably for little kids for eating. But I use them in my craft room. Good, I didn't stab myself. Good thing I was using the children's scissors because, I did stab myself, but it didn't draw blood, huh? A good thing because this is not a medical documentary. All right. So, which I watch all the time. So blood doesn't bother me, but it might bother some of you. It would bother my husband. He would exit out faster than you could say anything, I'm sure. Oh, these are kind of cute because I didn't realize they were like different colors. Okay, so there's like a purplish lid with a blue, the smaller container. Again, just perfect for the craft room. I mean, come on. Also little, I'm sure little fruit or little Cheerios for your little ones, but hand wash only. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Yeah, just one set for $1.50. So thought these were super cute. And yes, so I got 2 of them and I can stack them. Woo! Yeah, I'm so excited. It doesn't take much to excite me, honestly. All right, now I do have some other Stitch items. Again, more food containers, but guess what? Not using them for food. So I'm just going to throw things in the background. My little dog Princess is sleeping in her little bed over there. I just woke her up with throwing it over there, but didn't hit her, so that's good. Ohana means family. It is a cereal bowl. It's BPA-free, top rack, dishwasher safe, not recommended for microwaves. But again, I'm not using it to eat with. So yeah, sorry for the glare. Sometimes in the daytime, I've got a glare from the sun. In the nighttime, sometimes I've got a glare from my light. So yeah, anyway, so super cute, right? So, I mean, come on. All right. Thank you, Dollar Tree. Now, this was cute. Had not seen these, and they have different characters. So, I don't remember. I think there was a superhero. There's some other characters. These are banks, but you can get the lid off. And the lid stays on really tightly. So, you... All right, there we go. Because I tried to take it off in the store. I mean, I did get it off, and luckily nobody was in the aisle because I probably looked like I was, like weightlifting. It's terrible. But I wanted to know that because I'm not going to use this for money. I'm going to use it for like rulers and other things in my craft room, I think. So that's why I wanted to know that the lid came off. Well, and if you are saving pennies, you want the lid to be able to come off. This is by Tin Box Company. Haven't heard of them, but again, Disney too, of course. But just thought it was really cute and festive, and I don't know. I like it. So you want it for your room, a kid's room, what have you. So let's just put the lid off to the side there. Okay. And another Lilo and Stitch sticker book. Don't you already have like 10? Yes, I do. Don't judge me. I always say this is a judgment-free zone. All right. I enable you, you enable me, we get along great. All right, 4-sheet sticker book. I don't think I have this one. If I do, I'll share with someone. So yeah, but just so they have the glitzy page. And I kind of, let's see. I want to kind of get that so I can get the pages. Sorry. All right. Oof, that's really glitzy. And I'm not so much for glittery stuff, but it was pretty. All right. And then Stitch's little girlfriend, Angel. So, yeah, I think this is a good deal for, I bet this was $1.50. I don't have my receipt handy, but I'm guessing it would be $1.50. You can't beat that for stickers nowadays. I'm sorry. Dollar Tree still rocks it out of the park when it comes to prices. I know people complain about the prices. I hear it, but I don't like the price increases either, of course, but compared to a lot of places, I feel that Dollar Tree still does pretty well, in my opinion. All right. Now, they have these Diet Coke and Cherry Coke notepads. All right. For school supplies and things this year, I think they, it doesn't even, have to, well, I don't have anybody going to school. I'm not going to school and I'm still buying them. So isn't this pretty? And I don't even drink, I used to like Coca-Cola when I was young, probably Coca-Cola. I really didn't drink a lot of soda though growing up. We called it pop. I live in Wisconsin, grew up in Wisconsin. But I did drink over the years, I'm sure, Cherry Coke or Diet Cherry Coke. And then I had Diet Coke as I got older. And then so I would only, like, I really didn't drink it at home much. I would just drink it when we went to restaurants. And then now I avoid all sodas. Any kind of soda that has sugar in it or aspartame. So anyway, but you know, I don't judge anyone who wants sodas or whatever. I mean, if people ask my opinion, they're going to hear it, but not, you know, I don't just go around saying, oh, I wouldn't drink that if I were you. You know, no, I'm not like that. So, and I know a lot of people enjoy these beverages and maybe I would too, you know. So woman owned, these are by Crown Jewels, nice company to buy for, made in the USA. So isn't that cute though? I just think they're cute. I love the print on them. And so then this, okay, then I'm trying to kind of show them so that they're Cherry Coke. So this is like a corresponding little list pad. Ooh, that will make a cute little thumbnail possibly. All right, Cherry Coke. Yeah, but very cute little list pad. I use list pads almost every day. Sometimes can't find them even though I have 20,000 of them. You ever have that? I'm like, where's my list pad? Okay, and then the Diet Coke ones, I found 3 different kinds. I haven't found a large one yet of this. I just found the Cherry Coke larger one. I bet there is a larger one. This is a little bit larger, these 2. But these, and then a list pad. And this one says, I need a Diet Coke, which I know someone that this would be very fitting for. Yeah. She's actually trying to wean down off Diet Coke and, you know, bring me a Diet Coke. So this is, you know, these are just cute. And it can remind me of my glory days when I would drink Diet Coke and Diet Cherry Coke and real Coke. Yeah. Oh, my. All right. Now, I do have a couple fall items. Yes, Halloween and fall is out, my friends. But Junk Journal Joanne has a bunch of Halloween items. So we'll see if I buy any more this year. Probably. I mean, how could I resist? But I do have a whole area full of Halloween supplies and Halloween Junk Journal supplies. And oh my gosh, overflowing. So, I don't need to buy any Halloween or fall. I have a lot of fall stuff too, but I saw this and I loved it. It's a Thankful Tree kit. I have made Thankful trees in the past, and I had a leaf design placemat that I was able to write things I was thankful for on, and taught a class with it one time for young girls. So I'm all about the thankful trees and the, you know, those kind of thankful leaves and stuff. And now there are plenty of these to share, but I may make a couple of them too. There are 2 sets because you put these together so that the trees stand up. So even though there are 4 trees, well, you know what we could do as junk journalers, we could adhere this onto a 12 by 12 and make 4 of them. So that's an option too. But if you want them to stand up, usually you push them together. You know, I'm not going to do it here because it's going to take me a bit. And, you know, this video is probably already going to be long enough. And then you punch out the leaves. So you definitely would have enough for 4 of them if you wanted to make some junk journal displays, page displays or the like. But they also have these little foamy dots so that you can make the leaves double-sided too, I guess. So I don't know. I don't even know. Sometimes some of these things don't even have directions. Yeah, I don't see any directions in here, so you've got to kind of figure it out yourself anyway. But I thought that was cute for $1.50. Now this craft kit, whoops, losing one of my gratitude leaves. All right, so I thought this was very cute as well. This is a craft kit. It's got a little raccoon and a little, what is it, a hedgehog and a fox. So But what is it? It has a circular piece that you can decorate. So these are fun for anyone to decorate. And you don't have to be a kid to decorate these. I mean, just have fun decorating them. Why not? So there are 6 of these in here, so you can decorate, and 6 of these papers, I call them ephemera, but little punch outs that you can decorate. And they do have a picture of what, what it might look like once you decorate it. But again, you can do it however you like, and have, give your grandkids maybe a non-toxic glue stick and have them go to town. I don't know, depending on their age, of course. But anyway, just thought that would give me a lot of nice ephemera to share. I do have fall kits in my Etsy shop. I should maybe show those sometime soon so you get an idea of what they are. I have over 65 pieces in the ephemera kits that I sell, and I include signature pages and die cuts and ribbons and beads and clips and blah, 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 blah. And it takes me a long time to curate them, but they're very fun, and they're themed. Each of them is themed. So, all right, now I did buy a gift bag, a Moana gift bag, same like Stitch. I really like Moana because of our Hawaii connection. Just thought this was so beautiful, and I don't think I would make it into a junk journal. I feel like I would put a junk journal inside it, or ephemera when I'm creating a journal. So I don't know. I just love this image of her. Debated about whether or not to buy it, and ultimately threw it in. That's not going to surprise anybody else. This says Moana down the side. That's really pretty. Is that on both sides? Yeah, so cute. All right. Okay, and then I did get another gift bag, and this is very big, so it's kind of hard to show. It's a great deal to get gift bags at Dollar Tree. If you go to Walmart or Target, you're going to find the gift bags to be a whole lot more expensive. Let me tell you, they're $1.50 at Dollar Tree, and well worth it. I've had them hold up really well for years. One side of this has glitter, the other side does not. I like to keep these on hand for birthday gifts for friends, and so wanted to pop that in. I also was thinking about using it for the Dollar Tree junk journal challenge that I did, but ultimately I went a different way. I didn't go with florals. I went with international travel. So, but I did consider this and thought, I was thinking of making it like a journal this size, folding this in half and then getting another journal out of it with this part. So, but yeah. Went a different way. You can look at my video on that if you're interested. Now, these are brand new in my stores. Floor decals. You get 12 pieces. I think they're for when kids are entering the classroom. They're getting a lot of the teaching supplies out for teachers, for students, school supplies, teaching supplies, all of that. So, but I just thought these are good quality, and I can use these in journals or on notepads that are plain. Oh, I didn't realize they were all different. Okay, so I am, which you could use or not use, but loved, fun, awesome, brave, cool, smart, amazing, kind, honest, joyful, and unique. So yes, we all are those things. Well, not all of us are kind or honest or joyful. All right, but I would say all of us, can be smart and amazing. We can be these things. That's what I should say. We can be. There we go. All right. And you know what? Everyone can be loved, right? So there. Yeah. There we go. Bring it back around to a nicer place, Joanne. All right. So those are fun. I'll leave that there for a second while I get my other item. And then I did find a new set of stickers. You never know when you're going to find new stickers at Dollar Tree. I feel like they haven't had a ton coming out, but they did have this set, which I thought was super cute. 118 pieces for, I'm guessing it'd be $1.50, but sometimes my sticker sets do ring up for $1.25. So these usually are double-sided that you have to kind of tear them in the middle if you're using them. Yeah. So, okay. So there we are. Okay. All right. Okay. Super cute, aren't they? It even says little devil. Miss you. This would be cute to use on with snail mail. Sorry for that ringing. My somebody is texting me on my iPad, and let's take my iPad out of here because that's not the nicest thing. to be hearing something dinging while I'm doing the video. So I love when friends text me those. So there's that. All right, but you don't need to hear that. All right, so I'm obsessed with Grogu, and this is from the movie that came out earlier this summer. Or was it May? Can't remember when we saw the movie, but I just thought this would be great for a junk journal, which I have a lot of Grogu stuff, so I want to make a junk journal one day. So there's that. And then I found another one of these reusable bags of Grogu. And so I couldn't resist getting that in. He's Baby Yoda. We call him Baby Yoda or Grogu. So I was really stoked to find a new one of that. So I was like, what? Seriously? Oh my gosh. So thank you, Dollar Tree. All right, now going with like character themes. Now, people have been finding these baking liners in the different themes, and so here is a Mickey Mouse one. Now they're 9.8 feet by 11.8 feet. Oh, inches, sorry. That would be huge. 9.8 feet by 11.8 inches. So pretty good size, and you know, you can use them for baking, of course, or maybe if you're making a batch of cookies and use them as a cute little, you know, tissue, almost like tissue around the cookies when you're giving as a gift. I mean, there's 1,000 uses for these baking liners. I'm going to use them for junk journaling, I believe. So I think they're so cute. You can use them in the microwave or the oven. So yeah. So there's that one. Mickey Mouse one. I did find a Garfield one. Okay. And that's great for the retro vibes, you know. And then I found a Smurfs and a SpongeBob. Now, my friend Susan, who watches my channel, she gifted me last year. I don't know where she found hers, but before Dollar Tree had them, I think, she had gifted me a Stitch one. So I haven't bought a Stitch one just because she gifted me a box of Stitch already. So, and just thought that these were cute, the SpongeBob. And, oh, you know what? I heard somebody ask, okay, you want to see them? You want to see the inside of these? Okay. All right. Somebody in the back yelled, hey, I want to see those. All right. Because, you know, I like to show you things on my channel. Okay. And then we'll recycle this. I do try to reuse the packaging in junk journal. Okay. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at SpongeBob. Oh, adorable. Adorable. Oh my gosh. Can't take it. So cute. All right. So there's SpongeBob. All right. And we'll put that off to the side, and then we'll have the Smurfs. And, you know, and if you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments. I love that. And I've had some new subscribers who've been introducing themselves and telling me where they live and that they love Dollar Tree or they love junk journaling or what other crafts they like to do. And yeah, that is so fun. And that's one of the reasons why I started my channel. So, you know, if you feel comfortable, definitely introduce yourself. I would love to welcome you and read your comment and, yeah, start a, you know, little bit of a YouTube friendship. Yeah, I have all these virtual friends, right? Okay, so there's the Smurfs. Oh, these are adorable. I mean, come on. You can't not buy these. I know somebody's out there going, yeah, well, I might not buy them, but I think they're so cute. Now I'm guessing, oh, this says, you know what? I don't have to open them. It says actual print. Just noticing that now. Sorry. All right. So there we are. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now school supplies. I keep steadily adding to the current school supplies that I have gotten from Dollar Tree. And these, I just about had a stroke. I was like, what? And guess what? These were down and these were hanging on the strips like this. So I actually saw all of these one day, but didn't know that they came with these little, you know, like shoe charms, you know, that will fit in these stars. I had no idea until I saw someone else haul these. And I was like, what? So I looked carefully, and wouldn't you know, I found two of them, but I want to find the strawberry and the cherry ones. So I'm like, what? They come with 3 charms. They have a little notepad. You can put the charms in the notepad. I mean, who knew? So I want to buy more of these, and oh gosh, hopefully they won't all be sold out. So I was like, what? And I only got one of each. So You know, now I'm thinking I should have got more because there were more, and then that way I could put other little charms in these. Okay, it's a whole thing now. It's a whole thing. Oh boy, I'm on the hunt. All right. And I did get these. So the three themes this year for school supplies for Dollar Tree are the game theme, and I have a piece of our dog's hair on here, so I keep getting distracted. Sorry. Well, it's still on there. I'll have to get it off. And like these candy, and then they have like strawberry and cherry. So I found the squishy pens. I hadn't found these originally, so I got those. And let's show them out of the packaging because I'm sure there's a glare. I'm not even looking yet, and I know there's a glare. So I have other collections of these squishy pens from other years. There's one right beside me. I have these stars from another year. The pens are okay. I wouldn't say they're great pens, but I just love the little designs that they have. So that's and I decorate my craft room with all these fun pens. Here's last year's was these planets. And then another time they had these chickens. So these are ginormous compared to these other ones. So anyway, and there's a little girl that I tutor in Japan on the internet, and she loves these little pens. So I tutor her and her mother. So I got to add to my collection. So very cute, very cute. And I mean, just squishy and fun. They're also good. You know how like when you write a lot in school, I feel like I always have kind of a permanent bump on my middle finger because that's where I rest my pens when I'm writing. And so having the squishy pens is kind of nice because then you don't get, you don't get that pain and kind of it's not like really painful, but you don't get that callus. There you go. There's the word. It came to me. All right. Okay. Now another school supply. I had not found this one yet. This is a pencil case with the three, holes for the 3-ring binder. So I thought that was great. I have bought these in the past. I was surprised they brought them back. These are the Centos scented notepads. They haven't had these for years. And so I was really happy about these because they have cherry and they're like, this is a donut and this is like a lollipop, but it's cherry scented. And what's the other one? Okay, donut. Let me take them out of here so you can see. Yeah, because I think it's like a blueberry or something, but I have these bags, so I'm trying not to crinkle too much. I know that can be irritating. Okay. So you've got the cherry. Oh, and 2 of each. I forgot that these are in sets of 2, and you can, scratch them. You can see the there's little dots for the scent. You can scratch them, say cheerific, and then do not give up. And I feel like these are more blueberry, if I remember right, or grape, but let me... I think it's blueberry. These are designed in the USA in Morrisville, Pennsylvania. So super cute. Oh, yeah, neat. Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, they're cute and they're fun for school supplies, but they're also just fun for, for adults too. I mean, come on. Yeah. Now, going with some of these scented things and character themes. I tried to separate things into themes today. It's a little hard sometimes. All right. Flavored lip duo, lip butter and lip balm, and strawberry shortcake, of course. So, I love the strawberry scented items, and I think these are cute. If I could open this carefully. I can't usually save the background. All right. Okay, so I can already smell them. They smell really nice. It smells like a cookie. Well, hey, you had me a cookie. I mean, I'm okay with that. So, yeah. So those are a cute little set for yourself or for, a friend or a loved one. I mean, come on. So cute. And then I haven't seen these. These are Frozen flashcards, which are, with the Frozen, from the Frozen movies. So I am curating Frozen themed items, so had to throw this into the collection, wouldn't you know? Yes. So, okay. And so you've got both sides have little decorations from the movies. So you've got, you know, the different Elsa and Anna and Olaf and, you know, cute little prints in the corner there. Both corners, this left corner, and then on the other side too. So I don't need to go through all of them, but you can see the characters from the movies and just adorable. So these will be fun to use in junk journals, but also would be fun if you're teaching anyone how to do subtraction. So, you know, solidify those math facts, especially when we're going back to school. Sharpen their little math facts, you know. All right, okay, now make sure I'm not leaving anything out. So I'm trying to, because I have quite a lot. So, all right, this is actually a couple hauls put together. All right, I do have a couple food items. Now, I haven't tried these little Dutch pita crackers yet. So I'm excited to try these. I like pita crackers. So I thought these would be good. They're 5 ounces. Yeah, I don't know. I like Little Dutch products, so thought these might be good. So, oh, that's in Spanish. Okay, this is in English. If you wanted to know, like, the ingredients or, you know, anything, you can screenshot that. I know people are on special diets and whatnot, so if that's something you want to screenshot. All right, and then I love these Texas Toast seasoned croutons. Yeah, so I think I saw K is for Karen haul these. She's one of my favorite Dollar Tree haulers, so if you don't know K is for Karen, give her a watch. Tell her Joanne sent you. But I really love these New York Bakery original Texas Toast seasoned croutons. I eat them just plain, but they're great in soups or on salads, of course. But I just think they're delicious as is. So, yeah. So I bought a couple bags of these, and I'm so pleased that Dollar Tree is now selling these. I think it's a great deal. They're expensive if you buy, well, not expensive, but a little more expensive if you buy them, you know, somewhere else. So, yes. And then these are kind of foodie items, but they're for eating. But I found these 2 sets of chopsticks. So Top Ramen and Cup Noodles, Japanese brands of, you know, ramen. And my little dog Princess is dreaming. So if you hear a little squealing in the background, I don't think you can probably hear her though. But she just is having some sort of a dream. So how sweet. All right, anyway, so you get these, and they say they're a chopsticks helper. So I was thinking about somebody recently, I can't remember who it was telling me that they're not adept at using chopsticks. And I thought, wow, this would be so good for them because it's got, you know, it's got the chopsticks attached at the top. Do these come out? Okay, does it say? No. Okay, and I don't want to try to wrench them out. You could if you wanted to use this as a charm in a junk journal, but I thought they'd just be fun to use. So I have a collection of chopsticks. Not a collection, but I have several chopsticks that I use in the kitchen and stuff. So, yeah. And if you're not good at using chopsticks, this could, you know, it's good. It's a good diet plan to eat everything with chopsticks. You can't put as much of the food in your mouth. All right. So aren't these cute though? I just thought they're really cute. They'd be cute for kids because it's hard for kids, you know, to learn how to use chopsticks. I feel like this one is coming out more. This one is like less flexible, which is actually what you want. You want one of the chopsticks to kind of stay stable, and you want the other one. They're pushing up in there, so I feel like I could probably take them right out of there. Anyway, okay, there you have it. I taught English in Japan for a year, so I became really adept at using chopsticks at that point. I already knew how to use them before that, but yeah. All right, then we're moving on to a cookbook. Now, all the books in my stores are $1.50, and I think you can get some really good deals on books at Dollar Tree. My husband tries to eat low carb, and so I thought this would be great for recipes. This is by George Stella. It says he's a veteran Food Network chef. Everyday recipes, if anybody's on a keto diet or just, you know, low sugar, all of that. I don't know what the regular price is. Oh, there's the chef. I'm not familiar with him, but I don't watch Food Network too often. Let me see. It's got to say the year, right? Oh, that looks good. The orange stir fry right off the bat there. All right. 2017. Okay. So relatively new, but oh, and there's lots of pictures of him. So, oh, okay. Looks like they lost a lot of weight eating low carb. Anyway, okay. So just some great recipes. They didn't look real hard. Looks like they're relatively easy to make, and I don't know. So might give some of these a try. So yeah, I thought it would be kind of a nice addition to my cookbook collection. Ooh, berry and cream cheese cookies. All right. Chocolate maple bacon. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't you know? My Midwestern accent coming out there. All right. Oofda. Yeah, you betcha. All right. Okay. Okay, now moving on to food, but play food. All right. I'm participating in a junk journal collab, I guess, kind of junk journal theme, hosted by Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, another channel you'll want to follow, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and she's doing a I Miss Saturday Morning cartoon series. And so I thought it'd be fun to get some of the breakfasty foods and try to make charms with them. Even if I didn't use them with this series of Jonna's, I could definitely use them at some point. I've passed these up in the past, but thought it would be kind of nice to use the sausage and the eggs, and I won't use the fry pan. That's going to be too big. It'd be bigger than the junk journal probably. So that, but the little, the spatula and the knife. Yeah, no, that's not, yeah, maybe just the spatula. I don't need the cleaver with my junk journal. All right. So that's kind of fun. And then here's one with a little tray. I used to babysit a little girl, and I would buy these sets for her, like the little burgers and the fries and the whatnot. They have several little sets of these at Dollar Tree. I haven't seen as many sets lately as I used to. But yeah, and these always have a little Velcro so kids can pretend that they're cutting them, and then put them back together. So, sliceable food set. But they were fun for the little girl I was babysitting to play with, because she would, when Chris and I were, babysitting her, then my husband and I, she would be like serving us food, and I'd say, oh yes, I'd like, breakfast, and she'd whip this up, or, things like that. But I have to dig some of those foods out, because she moved away actually, and we don't see her that often, and she's getting older, so she might not want to play food anymore when she comes over. But this is like a little tray. But you could repurpose these for a lot of different things too. But they're definitely cute if you have play kitchens. So it's a lot cheaper than some other stores that sell these kind of things. So. All right, and then a very practical item, which is kind of yawn boring, but I wanted you to know that right now at Dollar Tree, they're having 50% more masking tapes, and I think for $1.25, it's a really good deal. So I do like picking up masking tape at the Dollar Tree, and it works well for me. I haven't had any issues with it ever. And I think it's a lot cheaper than buying masking tape in other places. So, and it gives you, quite a good size. It's saying 75 yards. So I feel like it's a good price for that. So, I do stock up on it here and there, especially when they have the 50% more. So, that's fun. Now I do have some office supplies. I think, is this my last bag? Yes, but it's kind of full. So, all right. I think that's just making sure I'm not missing things. Because I do occasionally miss stuff. All right. So, office supplies. This is a lemon themed, one of those perpetual calendars. So, thought this was really cute. Now, calendars in my Dollar Trees are $2 now. And I didn't check my receipt for this, but it may have rung up as $2. I'm just guessing. But I think it's totally worth that, in my opinion. So, yeah. But they're one of these that you can stand up. You just do this. And I do have lemon-themed items in my Etsy store. Lemon-themed kits, I should say. So I kind of thought that this would be fun for that as well. Or just to, cut these out and use them too. I don't know. I think they're so cute. I don't know. But they would be cute just to use. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do with it, because I may just put it in a guest bedroom with the date on it and just kind of have it like that. So I just think they're cute. So yes. So there we are. And then I did buy a couple different types of, what do you call these? Like, craft envelopes, they're calling them, but do you say like manila envelopes? I don't know, but I was thinking of using these again in that junk journal challenge that I did, where you use all Dollar Tree items, but I decided not to go that route, but I can always use these anyway, so it's no big deal. There are 5 of the peel and seal for $1.25, and then there are 6 of the with that traditional clasp on there. So these are very handy for junk journal signature pages, for junk journal covers. They're just a nice staple to have in your craft room or in your office, you know. And then I got one of the smaller size 6x9 8-pack. I haven't seen the peel and stick in the 8-pack of this size, but I have always seen it with the clip on there. So I don't know if they have one with a peel and seal or not. And I do apologize for the glare. So, okay. Now, I used to buy happy planners or expensive planners, was Erin Condren and all of those, and they're very lovely. They're very nice. But the last couple years, I've just used Dollar Tree planners. I have a teacher planner for tutoring, as I tutor reading and writing and English as a second language. And then I get like a planner for the year for my own, scheduling and stuff. So I still like paper and pen. I'm, old fashioned that way. I don't like it just being exclusively on my phone, my events. So I like to write them down. So I thought this one is very pretty, and I like to get the ones that have a little bit larger boxes for a little bit bigger area to write in. But they do sell like purse size ones that are smaller. They sell a variety of planners at Dollar Tree. So definitely keep an eye out. I think this is a beautiful pattern. They did have other patterns that were similar layout, but different patterns. But I did like this blue floral pattern. But I didn't notice till I got it home that it does have Bible verses on the top of each month. So I thought, oh, well, that's nice. We can all use a little Jesus in our lives, right? So that was kind of nice, a little bonus. But I like these. They have an easy peel label on the back. These are made by Jot. So they have area for notes in the back, and they have, different little postal abbreviations and password logs and, all the things. So I feel they're good quality for the price. They're $2. And so I wanted to get those. I do tend to buy all my calendars that I use in the house from Dollar Tree, but I also get, people give us calendars as gifts, or we get them from businesses and things. But this one I liked. It's inspirational quotes. I'm all about quotes here on my channel. And you get the 2-pack, the 12-month calendar, and then the smaller calendar that goes with it. And yeah. So I do like having inspirational messages on my calendars. My calendar right now here in my craft room has inspirational messages. And so let's just open this a little bit and look at some of the quotes, and so you can see what the pages inside look like. Now these have risen to $2 each, they're calendars, but again, I do think they're worth it. And yeah, so yeah. So yeah, for me, the price increases were, a bit frustrating, but I really do love the products that Dollar Tree sells, so I'm okay. Spending $2 on a calendar, it's fine with me. So, yeah. All right. So, and they usually have a piece of cardboard in here, which I reuse for junk journaling, so that's always in there. All right. So here we are. Okay, let's see. And then I don't have to share a quote of the day, because we'll share one of these. Look at the pretty pictures. All right. Okay. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. If you ever want just to look up great quotes, look up Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he has so many quotes. Hope is the dream of a soul awake. That's a French proverb. So we got lots of them. I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path, and I will leave a trail. Muriel Strode. So that's a good one. All right, I won't read all of them, but okay. Okay. but you can see that there's super pretty photographs basically, and just really nice. And this is large. This is a large calendar. This is also a nice calendar if you just want to keep it on a table or a desk and use it to write on as well. So these are very nice. So yeah, so love those. And then let's see, is the little one the same? Let me look on the back. No, it's different. So you get different images than the little one. So this would be great for junk journaling or throwing in a tote bag. And then these don't have, oh yeah, no, they don't have inspirational messages on them, just the pretty photos. So those are neat. Wow. Okay, what a good deal. All right, so there we are. And then this one, I won't need to take this one out because you get the idea then, but this is probably the one I will hang in my craft room, and I bet the other one will probably be in our bedroom. So this one is, they always come out with one like this every year. They're kind of illustrations, and they'll have some kind of nice quotes too, or just, seasonal kind of a message. So enjoy the journey. This is the cover of this one. So if you are looking for this one, so definitely don't sleep on these calendars, because when it comes closer to the end of the year, you may not be able to find them. Sometimes there are. Sometimes they have plenty of boxes of them at my Dollar Trees, and so I'll find some. Even after the new year, I'll find some, but not always. And so, so I would just encourage you to get them when you see them, if you have room to store them, because they will sell out sometimes. So, all right, some more office type supplies. Alrighty. And then not too much more, and we'll be done. 8 file folders. So these are very nice to get from Dollar Tree. They're good quality file folders. I just love these. And again, I was thinking of using them for the junk journal challenge, but yeah, I did not. So now I've got extra on hand, which is fine with me. These 2-pocket view portfolios made by Jot are great. They come in all different colors. You can put a photo in here. You can put an informational card. You can put anything you want in here, an image. I was even thinking it might be fun to use this as a junk journal if you added book rings, or like a glue book, because it's bigger. So it's 9.5 by 11.6. So it's quite large. So it might be like a nice glue book, but I thought it would be nice for travel though too. But I was thinking the way that you could make it into a journal. Well, you could cut the cover too, but you could do book rings. I thought that'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that idea. It might not be the best, I don't always come up with the best ideas, but I try. Alrighty, I think I have 3 more items. All right. So this is a desk notepad. I thought that this was really cute to use. It says, let's do this. You have a to-do and notes. Because I actually, kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, thought that I would add these to my lemon kits in my Etsy store because of the yellow and the green. I just thought, and I just love those colors together, but thought that these would be nice, and they'd be nice pages to use in those kits. Could be used as signature pages. So there. And then one item, which is kind of, I thought I would use it for arts and crafts, but they say it's a cosmetic applicator. But I would use it for like when I'm painting, or I was using Mod Podge the other day. So it's just like Q-tips, but with super long sticks. So just thought these would be great to have in the craft room, here and there when I need this kind of a thing. All right, my last item, which I think is super cute. Now, I have passed these by. They have different types. They have ones that look like Converse. They have these colorful ones. I was actually thinking I was maybe going to use this for that junk journal challenge, but I decided I didn't want to. So, but I thought it would be really cute. It's for practicing how to tie your shoes with, for little kids. But don't you think, it's got like a little divot on here, so put that one in the back. Don't you think that this would be super cute to like somehow make a little cover for a junk journal? I don't know. What do you think? Is that a good idea or not? Yeah, and I could use my crocodile to make little, to make like 2 holes and make it little, a little flip open junk journal. So I don't know. I don't know. And I would stitch up the laces on the cover, on the front. The back I would leave blank, I think. I don't know. But yeah. So I wasn't sure, but I threw it in. I thought, you know, I just think it's cute. They're cute. I've been passing them up in the stores, and I caved and bought it. All right. So I already gave you quotes for today. I definitely want to know what your favorite items were in this haul. I have them right here, so they're easy to grab. So that's, you know, I loved everything in my haul, of course, but I think I was so stoked to find these, and I want to get the third one. So these were my favorite items for today's haul, I believe, and the squishy pens. I mean, come on. I'm a kid at heart, and I love when Dollar Tree comes out with their school supplies. I'm just in seventh heaven. So are you the same, or do you not get excited about the school supplies? Do you get more excited about other items? Please share in the comments below, and I will be curious to read about it. I will be curious to read it. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you were able to, you know, enjoy this video. And please let me know. I would love to hear. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.